Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever looked at a massive film or huge television launch and wondered, who is actually steering this ship? Like, who makes sure the art actually meets the budget? Well, you are in the right place. Today, we are breaking down the exact career roadmap to becoming a producer in the entertainment industry, pulling directly from industry career data. Let's get right into it. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at the role of a producer, the essential personality traits you need, your educational pathway, managing fees and funding, your career growth and income, and finally, we'll look at some inspiration from the field. Moving right into Section 1, the role of a producer. Okay, let's start by demystifying some of that Hollywood glamour, right? Fundamentally, a producer is really a high-level business leader. According to our data, the producer is the person directly responsible for arranging the finances and ensuring the smooth operations of a film or TV show. You are the one overseeing the entire life cycle, the administrative, the financial, and the creative aspects, right from early pre-production all the way through to the final launch. And on top of all that, you're the key player pitching the content to production companies. Basically, you are the ultimate bridge between a creative vision and the cold, hard financial reality. And your day-to-day, it is absolutely not a standard desk job. You'll be working primarily out of production houses or even educational institutes. Because you are overseeing so many moving parts, local traveling is just a constant reality. Your working hours, they have to be incredibly flexible to adapt to unpredictable shooting schedules. But above all, you need to handle a team. You are managing people just as much as you are managing money and art. And importantly, this field is highly accessible, with clear opportunities existing for the differently abled. Which brings us to Section 2, essential personality traits. So, how do you know if you're actually built for this kind of demanding role? Well, ask yourself this. Do you have a razor-sharp eye for detail? Because when a production has literally hundreds of moving parts, absolutely nothing can slip through the cracks. Next, you have to excel in communication and leadership skills. You're guiding an entire crew out there. Third, you need a deep working knowledge of how a film is actually made. You don't necessarily have to be the director, but you absolutely must understand their process. And finally, looping back to our definition, you have to be highly capable of understanding finances, period. If you can't balance the books, the production simply cannot happen. All right, on to Section 3, your educational pathway. If you checked those personality boxes, here is exactly how you build that specialized skill set, starting right out of high school. Step 1 is super straightforward. You complete your 10+2 in any stream, no restrictions there at all. But Step 2 is where you make a choice. You can take a more creative route by getting a bachelor's degree in arts or fine arts with a major in filmmaking. Or you can take the business route and complete a BBA, a Bachelor of Business Administration. Then Step 3 is all about bringing those two worlds, the creative and the business, together. You can follow up your bachelor's with an MBA in finance or opt for a postgraduate diploma in filmmaking and media. Just a quick tip though, always remember to check the exact duration of the course when you're enrolling. Now, India offers an absolutely incredible variety of educational institutions for this path, whether you're going for the filmmaking side or the business management side. On the government side, you have highly prestigious options like the Film and Television Institute of India in Pune, the Satyajit Ray Film and Television Institute in Kolkata, and for the business route, there's the Indian Institute of Management in Ahmedabad. Over on the private side, you've got renowned options like Whistling Woods International and Ahmedi University in Mumbai, the Annapurna International School of Film and Media in Hyderabad, and the Asian Academy of Film and Television down in New Delhi. So as you can see, this list gives you a really great sense of the sheer wealth of options across the country to get this specific training. Just make sure to double-check if private institutes are affiliated and accredited with the UGC before you apply. Let's look at Section 4, managing fees and funding. Of course, a major hurdle for a lot of aspiring students is the financial investment. Course fees can range quite significantly. It can be anywhere from a highly affordable 1,000 rupees all the way up to 3 lakh rupees. Keep in mind, these figures are estimated baselines, and they will vary wildly from institute to institute, usually depending on whether you choose the government or the private route. Thankfully, there are very clear, structured solutions to handle these costs. Let's compare scholarships versus loans. For scholarships, you should absolutely visit the National Scholarship Portal at scholarships.gov.in. This portal houses central government schemes offered by different departments, UGC and AICTE schemes, and state schemes. Plus, a lot of institutes offer their own merit-based scholarships. Now, if you need to look at loans, the Vijayalakshmi portal is a fantastic resource. It was developed under the guidance of the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Education, and the Indian Banks Association specifically for students seeking education loans. Additionally, all banks provide education loans, and some states like West Bengal, Odisha, and Bihar even have specific student credit cards featuring really low interest rates. Moving on to Section 5, Career Growth and Income. Once you step into the industry, you know you're not going to be handling a massive budget on day one. Your path is a clear, stepped progression. Generally, you'll begin as an assistant producer, really learning the ropes and handling the on-the-ground logistics. From there, you step up to executive producer, taking on much larger administrative and financial responsibilities. And eventually, having proven your capability, you climb that ladder to earn the primary title of producer, where you are the one calling the shots and pitching the content. As for income, baseline figures from the National Career Service place an early producer's expected salary between 45,000 and 50,000 rupees a month. But keep in mind, this is really just a starting point. It's highly subject to change based on the scale of the productions you're working on and, of course, your growing level of experience in the industry. Finally, Section 6, Inspiration from the Field. To really anchor all these steps, look no further than Ekta Kapoor as a prime example of a producer's immense impact. Educated with Bombay Scottish School and Mithibai College as her alma maters, she didn't just produce a show, she is literally credited with revamping India's entire television landscape. She pioneered a whole new genre of television content, sparking India's satellite TV boom. Her production house, Balaji, continues to be a massive channel driver for most general entertainment broadcasters today. Under her creative guidance, Balaji has won almost every major TV award out there. She just perfectly embodies that essential dual role of a producer, a creative visionary, and an absolute business powerhouse. So we've looked at the intense blend of art and finance, the educational tools, and the exact path to get to the top. The entertainment industry is always looking for the next visionary to bridge that gap between a great script and a balanced budget. So the only question left for you is, are you ready to call the shots and produce your own story? Thank you so much for exploring this with me.